Seto, we are working. We are working, my friend. Apologies. We are working. Your clips your way? I'm good. I hope you're good too. Randy Rex, shout out, shout out, shout out. Don't forget to tap that like button as you come in. You guys must know what that does to the algorithm. And I'm going to need as many of you guys here as possible because we're not just talking about DJ Coach. I finally got his number and I didn't get his number from just anybody. He texted me his number. He told me to phone him a little bit earlier and I was on the road, unfortunately. So I couldn't call him at that time, but I did. Look, this is a live. I want to do it live. I don't want to do it pre-recorded. I don't want people to think that there is an opportunity that I could have edited anything. No, 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 no. I want things to be dealt with live. I got my little tripody over here, and the reason for that is the last time with that situation with Pastor Bonang and 2Gs and all of them, right? And the pastor and shit like that, I didn't even wrap that up because I got so like put off, man. I had the call with Chris through WhatsApp and nothing recorded. It only made like you can. It's almost like the is happening and Chris and them is speaking to me in the next room. So I don't want that to ever happen again. We are going to record directly through this microphone and everyone is going to be able to hear what DJ Coach has to say. Now, I do have a whole questionnaire set up because sorry, the thing is this, right? I've learned my lesson from interviewing him in the past, and you can't come into something as serious as this, as unprepared as you want to, right? So my questionnaire, there will be a few that is about the licensing matter that is really important. I want to touch on the control and authority. I want to touch on the fallout, what brought us here. I want to touch on client impact because, sorry, apologies, because they are obviously gonna be affected the most. And then I also want to touch on the marketing reality of things. I want to touch on accountability because obviously DJ Coach have, pointed us, as they say in Afrikaans, van Pontius tot Pilatus, and we're not here for that. And then also, I want to have a strong finish with DJ Coach being able to say what he wants to say, but also us standing firm on not only our research, but on the facts of the matter. So I will get a DJ Coach in very, very soon. I just need to know by you guys, how do y'all feel about this? Because shit is going down. Shit is going down. Let me drink my little magnesium pillikie. Hey. Also, Lincoln Komape, my bro. Why are you coming for me on TikTok, bruh? You calling me broke as if the repo man don't know your home address, my bro. You say I have a broke mentality as if your millionaire mindset helped you pay your car installments. You brag about this ambulance that you bought because stable income and all of that, which I actually understand, my bro. But you found emergencies for the wrong thing. Your finances need an emergency intervention, my bro. You see, even your lies are underperforming. Even your lies are underwhelming, bruh. Don't come for me. Please, Komape. I'm the wrong person to come for. Because once I start, I'm gonna duck me, bro. And then you're gonna dislike. Look, I don't even care if you like me or not, but I don't want to make enemies unnecessarily. So I'm gonna get my phone now. I charged it for as long as I could, and I'm gonna phone him. I sincerely hope that he will be available to do this. So yeah, I'm gonna need you guys to share this. Let everyone know what is happening. Okay. The phone charged liquor. Away, Blake. Away, Blake. Just so that I'm fully, is that Blake? Okay, I see DJ Coach hasn't responded because I did send him a message asking him if I can phone him at a certain time and he didn't respond. Salute to you, man. 12 Markets in the house. Shout out to you, bruh. Let me just get to DJ Coach's number because he did share it with me. WhatsApp message. Okay, so there you guys can see, just for like clarity, it's the real one. Okay. Just get this thing on.
The main man.
Mr. Coach, Kopotso Mutlane.
When you're calling, I'm on a call with Jason as well.
What, Jason?
The industry is small.
Hey, I'm telling you. How are you, my guy?
I'm okay. How are you?
I have no complaints. Listen, before we go any further, I need to make you aware I am live on YouTube. Are you okay with that?
Oh yeah, no stress.
Hey. So before we get into the whole issue of things, FMA is coming up. Will we be seeing you there again?
Yeah, actually, I need to come there. We need to have a proper interview.
Yeah, 100%. Last one was very rushed. I was so unprepared. So this time on day one, we make a proper plan, and then when everything is finished, I will take a drive back to you, and we can do it wherever there's a spot available.
Yeah, all right. No stress.
Okay, so my bro, things have been going on. We've been seeing your video. We saw the important client notice. Like, it's been going really crazy, bruh. And everyone has questions. So, are you good? Do you have a moment for us?
Yeah, I can answer, but I would want to actually put most of the things in the actual interview. FMAS is on the 26th of April, so that's like a month from now. But for now, yes, because the word is already out, I can answer a few questions regarding that. It's not a problem.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump straight in, and I think the main thing that people are questioning, or that's like on their head, is the circumstances regarding the licensing issue. So concerning Fbkmarkets, just for clarity purposes, you guys were operating under Rocket X, right?
Yes, as a JR, correct.
And from what I know, you guys most definitely explicitly let everyone know you guys are a JR. Am I correct there?
Yeah, it's there on the disclaimers when you sign up an agreement. It was never hidden.
Okay. So in your view, does operating under another entity's license limit your control over the business?
It depends. Operating under a license still means that you retain control of your own entity. However, when it comes to the clients and clients' funds, it remains with the FSP as required by the law.
Okay. So,
Yeah, and we got into that agreement being quite aware because we remember the space we come from. We come from traders, and now we are into the other side, which is the business side. And we're not gonna lie and say we are experts in terms of running the brokerage side. So it is very crucial to actually have an FSP that knows what it's doing.
That's really important. So,
Correct.
when you marketed this top tier broker, were you marketing something that you didn't fully control?
In what sense? Please clarify. What do I need to control in this case?
Like the funds, you must now already explained about the funds, but then there's also the complaints, the client's accounts, the sending and making sure the clients gets the funds. That aspect of control is what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. So we are aware. That's what I'm saying to you. We are aware of the relationship. So we market Fbkmarkets the way we market it, but on the other side, we control certain aspects of the marketing side, and the main duties still remain with the FSP. So we were never looking for that kind of control because it's with the FSP in the first place. So I don't understand maybe if I answered your question correctly, but I think us acknowledging and being aware that at the end of the day, the FSP has the superior power because it's the regulation. We were aware and we acknowledged that. And we were never or ever, we never even had interest in looking for further control besides the one that we had.
Besides, so speaking.
So what I'm saying is, it's not a shock that the FSP controls everything.
Okay.
It was there in the agreement. It's just a matter of, remember, this is a business deal.
Yes.
Not feelings, not anything. It's a business deal. We entered into a business agreement, not a feelings agreement in terms of how one person feels about the arrangement.
True.
It's a business deal and it was treated as a business deal as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, no problem.
Yes.
So you spoke a little bit about what you guys controlled, and you weren't looking for any further control than what permits you as a JR. So in terms of infrastructure, in terms of operations, what exactly did you control? Because I mean, it's a little bit evasive to just say, "Oh no, the principal, they are in control of everything." So, what did you control?
Okay, so remember, we are a JR of an FSP, right? So what we do or how we operate is we operate within the instructions of the FSP. So as a JR, I cannot directly say I was controlling this, I was controlling that. But remember, what I control is coach as a person and as a brand.
True.
When it comes to Fbkmarkets, it is controlled, the direction and the control is within the FSP, and that was within the JR agreement, which also involved a lot of NDAs. So you will have to understand when I can't really disclose that because they might,
Legally.
I don't want to deal with legalities, but just to clarify on that, I control coach because that's me, that's my brand.
That's your brand.
But the relationship we had as Fbkmarkets, they gave the narrative and direction because we are the JR. Because it will be very wrong for Fbkmarkets to say we control 1, 2, 3, 4. Then what is the purpose of serving under a license? So people also need to understand that being a JR means you are a legal representative of that particular FSP, and you are responsible, or the FSP rather is responsible for ensuring that you operate within the regulation industry itself.
Okay, now I understand
Yes.
that. Thank you for answering that. I wanted to ask you a little bit about the fallout because in your video you do say, and I can't quote in your exact words, but you did say something in the line of there was a little bit of a disagreement between you and the other camp. So if you can disclose what exactly led, not that you didn't have to say what the dispute was about, because maybe that is also covered in the NDA, but I just wanted to know.
The dispute I will tell you on our actual interview. That one I must tell you. Yes, because I believe that there are people, regardless of what's happening or what people say, there are those who still look up to me as a brand. So I owe it to them so that they do not make such mistakes in the future, because this was our first time actually in this line of business, and we sometimes you learn the hard way. But yeah, to answer the question, yes, I feel like we were being shadow banned, if you get what I mean, which I will clarify that in our interview. How do I put this in a way that's not gonna put me in trouble? Because it's understand where I'm coming from. We have a 30 days notice, and within that 30 days, I cannot really, open as much as I should.
Then don't talk anything about the dispute. We keep it for the FMAS podcast episode. So, seeing that we're not talking about the dispute, I would like to ask you, when did things start going wrong? When did you notice? But hey, the math isn't mathing here anymore.
It's been a long time since 2023. Yeah, since 2023, but 2023 it was a bit late, like towards year end, and then obviously when the year ends, you'd want to focus on new year, new goals, and etc. But since 2023 later on, and of which in a business, when there are disputes, you always address them.
True.
And believe me, we've always tried addressing all the concerns or issues that we had. Because at the end of the day, Rydal, remember, if you and I have a business relationship, you are the FSP and I'm the JR or representative, and our agreement is I do my part and you do your part. The moment one of us doesn't do their part, then it affects the other. Same goes to having Fbkmarkets, yet still there are not clients coming in. Then what is the use of having Fbkmarkets partner with the FSP from the FSP's perspective, right? Remember, the FSP is not famous. The FSP is not in the public eye. The FSP is not really known that well, right? And then same goes to the other side whereby now, as FBK, we are doing our part, which is do whatever duties that we need to do based on our agreement. But you on the other side as the FSP, you're not honoring that part of the agreement. Now, the issue with that is the following. The end user, which is the client, is not going to see the fallout in between us. The end user will always see the person that referred them to you in the first place. I don't know if I'm making sense.
No,
so it's more of a reputational risk, because when you make a video as well, you don't say the FSP, you say FBK, because that's how the product is presented in the public image, you know.
True.
So some of the things that we were scrutinized for are not our responsibility.
The call just dropped there. The call just dropped there. You guys saw me. I didn't press anything. Okay, now he's phoning back.
Hello?
I'm here.
Can you hear me?
100%.
Oh, okay. No, I think it cut us there for a moment. Where was I? Where did it cut us?
You were speaking about how FBK is presented and how the FSP is behind the scenes. So when videos get made...
Yes, I was giving an example about the withdrawal issue. Yes, correct. Now, you make a withdrawal as a client, right? And then you come to me on my Instagram and you say, Coach, I've made a withdrawal on Fbkmarkets. Please assist. Maybe there's a bit of a delay or whatever, I don't know. And then what I do is I take out the phone and I pass it to my office. I have employees in the office, right? Now, the employees follow the internal process. You know, when you're dealing with a bank, there is you going to the branch, and when you go to the branch, the agent calls from the branch, but they're still speaking to another department within the bank that you as a client don't have access to. I don't know if I'm making sense. Which in the bank example, it's the forensic department. As a client, you hardly speak to them directly unless you speak to them via the agent in the bank. So it was something like that, whereby my office has direct access to the FSP's finance. Now, they pass on the message to say, Rydal made a withdrawal of 1,000 Rand, for example, and it's been over hours. What could be the problem? Now, the FSP does what? Investigates if maybe there's a system error or whatever, and then they resolve it and tell the agents that issue has been resolved. Then it's going to come back to you as the end user. However, when you are the end user, you don't know the process that has been followed internally for your issue to get resolved. You just send a message to Coach, and Coach got it sorted out. But Coach also had to take out the phone and call his office. His office had to contact the finance team on the FSP. The FSP sorts it out, sorts the issue out. Take the message back to the office back to Coach, then Coach back to you as an end user. I'm just giving you that example. So now imagine you come to me for a withdrawal and I do the process. When it gets to the other side, nothing is being done, which is the FSP. So you see where the issue begins when I say it's a problem in a business relationship when one does their part, but the other one doesn't do their part. And once the reputation gets damaged over things that they do not control. Because the first video that's going to come out is, you are going to say, Fbkmarkets in the firing line again, DJ Coach is not paying withdrawals. But in actual reality, this is a business transaction, a business relationship with these people. Why am I the only one taking the shots? I don't mind the shots, but I've done my part because it's a business relationship. And believe me when I say I'm not interested in going to school and acquiring all the licenses and what. I'm not interested. I'm a business person and I'll run business to make money at that given moment.
Okay, no problem. We get that answer. So, firstly, I would have to disagree with you when you say that your FSP wasn't famous because Rocket X has been pushed by Jawesh Naidu. Jawesh isn't as big as you. I will give you honestly that when it comes to the figures in the industry, you are in the top 3, Jawesh top 10, but Rocket X was pushed into mainstream by Jawesh Naidu and his team. Furthermore, I would have liked to ask you this. Once you saw that your access was starting to get revoked, and I hear what you say when you say that you see that clients aren't coming through anymore. Does what happened here, with the access being revoked and all of that, right? Does that effectively cause the business to cease function?
Yeah, so when it comes to that one, let me answer that after our notice.
Okay, no problem.
I will that one I will answer it after the period's end.
Okay, no problem. So for that then, I will then skip my client impact questions that I had. I will keep that also for the time that we meet there at FMAS. But I wanted to get into the marketing versus the reality, because our industry runs very strongly on marketing. And the very first question that I have here is seeing that so much control of FBK markets is in the hands of the principal, which is the FSP. You previously promoted this broker as one of the best. So if the main things are outsourced, what was one of the best based on?
Okay. So do you understand a broker setup firstly?
I do understand the window dressing thereof.
Okay, so let me remind everyone of a broker setup. When you say you own a broker, what you really own is CIPC. Is that correct? In terms of registering a company, as well as the shareholding part of it, right?
As far as registering the company goes, there's also FCA regulation.
Yes, correct. Now, firstly, the trading platform that you're using, MetaTrader 4, the PSP that you are using, which is your Ozo, PayFast, Skrill, you name it, the CRM itself. So what I'm trying to show you is that each broker never really owns anything at the end of the day. Everything else is nothing but a service provider, my man.
Facts.
If you say to me, I see you're promoting IFX brokers, right?
Yes.
You're promoting IFX brokers currently, but what does IFX brokers really own? Because the question cannot be sidelined to FBK specifically. It needs to be on the broker setup entirely. Does IFX own the CRM provider or it's an extra service?
IFX owns its own FSCA regulation?
No. I'm referring to the service provision because remember, Fbkmarkets and the FSP, we had a service level agreement.
Yes.
Do you understand what that means?
That means that everything runs through the FSP for Fbkmarkets.
Yes,
Now, because
that is in there.
Now, because IFX has their own FSP license, they don't need to run shit through no one.
Okay, do they own meta codes? Do they own payment gateways?
No, they don't. Obviously, they don't.
Thank you. That is the same setup. So what is so difficult with understanding that each broker never, if you strip IFX right now, they will be left with the FSP. Is that correct? Which is what they own. But any other thing like the trading platform, the data feed, the PSPs, the CRM, and any other extra systems that they might have, it's a service level agreement, which is what Fbkmarkets has as well. We have a service level agreement with our CRM, with MetaCodes, with any other provider that we were using, including our FSP. That is how a broker is set up. So the biggest challenge, Rydal, is with you as a journalist in the Forex space, the biggest issue is you guys are one of the sources of misinterpretation of information. This is a business, and unfortunately, it's set up on service level agreement between various parties which form and seem like one, which is called a 10-key solution. It looks like one to the end user, but when you are inside the depth of the business, remember, Rydal, I come from a space of being a trader. I'm not going to lie and say what I know now is what I knew before. I find out these things as I'm inside the business itself to say, at the end of the day, no broker really owns anything. Everything is a service level agreement between third parties. That is why if I go right now on your broker, IFX, and I open an account and I deposit money and the funds do not reflect, what happens? IFX contacts the PSP. Do they own Ozo? No, it's the same thing with our setup with the FSP as well.
But that wasn't the question, Coach. The question was...
What is the question?
The question was... the question was, seeing that so much control is given to your FSP, right? Because you must now don't have your license. You must now don't have your license. And remember, I'm just going off what you said because earlier you said the FSP controls the narrative. They decide where you should go and how it should go about, right? So my question to you is, seeing that FBK Markets has given off so much control and you promote FBK Markets as one of the best, what was that statement based on? Now, if someone had to ask me, just as an example, Rydal, you say IFX Brokers is one of the best. What would you say? I would obviously start with the FSP. Then I would go over to what you are talking about now, the service providers. I think if you have dealt with IFX before, you would know that they don't deal with shit service providers. And I have gone through that firsthand because a whole lot of these service providers, especially the payment processors, they can't get to the CEO. So they try to go through me. That is basically the basis of my question, because everything stems from FBK not having their own FSP. So now that I have given you the example, if someone had to ask me that, I'm gonna ask you that now again.
So when you say FBK Markets being the best, right? I want you to clarify on that. What are you referring to? Exactly?
No, I just.
Are you referring to me saying FBK is the best?
Yes.
Or what? I need clarity.
Yes, I'm referring to when you are doing marketing for FBK Markets. When you are showing your withdrawals, then it's FBK Markets is the best.
I can't hear you well, my leader.
Oh, no, I'm asking, it's based on that, based on what you say, what you have marketed. So what was that based on?
Your voice is bad.
Audio
is bad.
I can hear you.
Hear me?
I can hear you perfectly.
Oh yeah, I can hear you now. Yes. So you were saying?
I was saying my question about one of the best comes from you saying, oh, I use FBK Markets, they're the best. What was that? They're one of the best. What was that based on?
Now I'm referring to that specifically, where I say I'm using FBK Markets and it's the best. That specifically. Where did you hear me say that?
That usually comes through in your marketing.
All right.
No, coach, for real? For real?
Oh, wait. Remember this. Remember this, and it's very important. If I, as coach, say that I am using FBK Markets and it's the best broker,
one of the best,
in my personal capacity as a trader, there is nothing wrong with that, right? Is that correct? Because it's my personal experience. Same goes to when I say FBK Markets is the worst broker. It's based on experience as a trader, right? Now, when you say when I market FBK, I am saying it's the best, I want you to clarify as to which video exactly are you referring to where I specifically said FBK Markets? Listen, wait. Because we operate in a regulated industry. When we say something is the best, there's two ways to go about it. You can say something is the best because you are having the best experience. Is that correct? Which I have within my rights to have the best experience of FBK and whatnot. I cannot say to you as Rydal and say, Rydal, come join FBK Markets because it's the best.
Okay, so
I don't know if I'm making sense. So I want you to just properly clarify your question, because there's a thin line. You're not wrong with what you're saying. You're not wrong with the image I might be indirectly presenting. But you need to, there's a thin line. You need to properly put it, because this is being recorded, as we all know.
100%.
Yes,
So when it comes to stuff like one of the best, the biggest. It all comes down basically to stats, opinions, and stuff like that don't matter. So to be one of the best in not just in my books, I think regulation wise as well, to be one of the best, it is required to have your own FSP. So that is why. So now you take into consideration all of your advertising, what you say in the advertising, how you lure people into FBK markets, right? So based on that,
law sounds wrong, Rydal. The word you say what? Law? I don't know.
Lure basically means you attracting people. You attracting people.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, yes.
what was that based on? And again, I think me and you can agree that because you brought it up, and that is a great point. All client experiences aren't the same. Therefore, I'm saying this thing of like one of the best, or like you said earlier, the image that you're indirectly portraying as one of the best, that has its merits. But seeing that you acknowledge that, I would still like to ask you, what was that based on?
Yeah, then I'm gonna need a refresh of memory. Maybe you show me.
I think we're gonna need to have to keep that one for FMAS so that I can show you all of the times.
You know why, Rydal? You know why I'm saying that, right? You can show me a clip of me saying, shit, FBK is the best. But if you look at the scenario of that clip, I would be trading and I would be making money and I would be expressing myself from my personal capacity. I don't know if I'm making sense.
No, you are 100% making sense.
Yeah, because if I'm at FBK Markets offices and I'm wearing FBK Markets branding and I'm doing a direct advert for FBK Markets itself, then it's a different scenario, different situation that might need a different assessment. But if you are referring to where I am remember, besides everything, my origins is being a trader. And as a trader, I can open an account with IFX brokers and trade, make money with IFX brokers, and I say, shit, IFX is the best. On another scenario, I can make money with IFX brokers. I process a withdrawal and it's declined, and I say, shit, IFX is the worst. That is based on what? On personal experience at that given moment. So that's why I'm saying, on that note, gather all the evidence or videos or whatever so that I can remember the exact scenario of what I could have said. Then I'll clarify. Because where I'm standing right now, it's been 4 years in the industry. I wouldn't really remember exactly what I said and what I didn't say. But in my personal capacity, I have every right as a trader to speak about the reviews of whatever broker I am currently using at that moment.
True.
And if the biggest challenge is now, because I'm in my space, the problem is everyone, literally everyone, because I'm where I'm at now in life, everyone just assumes that my right as a trader is being taken away. Remember, I'm still a trader.
True.
I have the right to speak about the opinion and reviews of the service I'm using. So the issue with people like us is that our rights are being stripped away from us. If FBK Markets has treated me well as a trader, I have every right to speak about it. Same goes to if FBK doesn't treat me well, I have every right to speak about it because I'm a trader. But because we are famous, there's always people like you who are ready to misinterpret and change the direction of the flow, which is okay, man.
Now, Coach, you know me, I'm always ready. Number one, me, I'm always ready. But misinterpret, you know, that is not where I'm at. When it comes to misinterpreting, you know, that is not where I'm at.
Let's move on. let's move on.
I wanted to ask you this. Seeing with everything happening now with Fbkmarkets and the FSP being like a kenai monitor for you, no access for you, would you still recommend a broker that doesn't own its own license?
Come again. I lost you for a moment. Please ask again.
I was asking you, with everything that has happened now, with the access being revoked from you guys, and the narrative not fully quite being in your hand, would you recommend a broker that doesn't own its own license?
No, I wouldn't answer that before the period ends.
Okay, no, completely understand.
Because let me tell you why. If I answer that, because it's within the notice period, the other party can come back and say I was doing a different narrative or whatsoever. So let's wait for the period to end, right? Let's wait for the period to end. Then I can be able to speak freely, because part of the regulation, or the rules rather, is that during this period, during this transition period, I can only speak about my experiences. I cannot tell clients where to go or where not to go.
That's
during
true.
this period.
True.
So let us also respect that there's an agreement in place, there's a civil service level, there's a JR agreement in place, and we need to honor our part and stick to the agreement.
Okay. No problem.
Put all those questions. After that, we will be able to discuss, and I will also show you some of the behind the scenes things that will not form part of the interview.
Okay.
Just for you and I to be on the same page, for you to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing now.
Okay.
From a human perspective. But yes.
Okay. No problem. I wanted to touch a little bit on the accountability. This is far away from licensing now. I'll just scratch off all licensing questions just to respect your agreement that you have there, and then we can obviously do it at the FMAS interview. But I wanted to ask you, seeing that things turned out how it turned out, and I'm not asking you to elaborate on how things turned out, I just wanted to ask you, who do you believe is ultimately responsible for this situation as it is right now?
Okay, in what sense? Are you referring to clients' funds or what?
I'm talking about the fallout between FBK and the FSP Rocket X.
I get the question now. Remember who is leaving the relationship. It's us leaving the relationship, not the other way.
Okay.
So I because we're still within the period, I don't want to elaborate, as you said, I shouldn't as yet, but we are the ones who are serving the notice. We are not being kicked out. We are the ones who are leaving, reason being the reasons that has happened, or the things that we found out about, which we will discuss at our interview. So even when you talk about it publicly, it must be clear that we are not being dumped. We are the ones
dumping.
Meaning that if we are the ones dumping, it means that we are the ones that know the story as to why we are dumping this particular relationship.
Okay. No.
Yes. If we were wrong, I'm not gonna say who was right, who was wrong, but if we were wrong, trust me, an FSP can remove a JR like this.
True.
Like with a click of a hand. Because you understand what I mean? Because it's their FSP, it's their risk, it's their license, they stand to lose a lot more. So if we were doing anything that is not allowed in terms of our relationship, we would have been kicked out long time ago.
Okay.
And
listen.
Also, an FSP in its natural habitat hardly terminates relationships with JRs, because remember, without the JR, the FSP wouldn't really be alive as well. That's why it's a service level agreement. That's why it's a business agreement.
I have to disagree there with you, DJ Coach. You says the FSP have to be alive, and it can only be alive through the JR. The FSP existed before the JR.
My experiences, Rydal. No, I'm talking about my experiences. You have every right to talk about yours. I'm talking about my experiences.
But the JR needs the FSP. The FSP don't need the JR.
No, Rydal, I'm talking about my experiences. You see, it's a problem when you have your experiences and you now want to.
No, Coach, it's not. It's not about
it. I'm talking about the law. Right
now, you always know I'm coming from that. I'm always coming from that perspective.
Of the law.
Of the law. There's no other way I can come.
Oh, then I think that then you should ask the law itself, because I thought you want my opinions and experiences in the matter. Based on that, because remember, when you're talking to me, you're not talking to the law, you're talking to me. And when I give you my experiences, accept that it's my experiences. The same way your opinions and rights will be reserved for how you feel about what I do for a living or how I conduct my business.
Look,
I believe that's why we're here. So we are here because I believe I will be able to share my experiences. Even if you don't agree with them, it's still my experiences.
Yes, but like my question wasn't based in your experience. It was based in the law, because you said you left. You said you left. Now let me clarify. Because you also clarified. Let me clarify quickly. The reason why I'm saying that is because you said that you left. You don't need the FSP. The FSP survives because of the JR, and the FSP needs the JR. Remember, it's recorded. We can run it back. Now, my response to that would be that the JR doesn't need, the FSP doesn't need the JR, because without the FSP, the JR has nothing. Am I correct in saying that? Because without the FSP, the JR can't do legal business. So if I start a broker,
I wasn't referring to that aspect. That's why I'm saying you lost me there, but it's within your rights, because you are saying you were still on the regulation side, which is okay. But I was answering from a personal capacity
experience side.
I, as coach, can go anywhere I want to go, and I can bring in good business. With or without the current relationship. I don't know if I'm making sense.
100%.
So
look, we understand.
Other there, because you were focused on the regulation and I was focused on my experience and my power as an individual to say, wherever I want to go and make it work, I will make it work. So me leaving this relationship does not mean I won't have business. I'm answering from that perspective.
Okay.
I wasn't answering from the law side.
Okay. No stress.
We missed each other from there.
No stress. No, we definitely missed each other there. So I'm going to tick off the rest of the questions, because I have a lot of questions here that revolves around the actual situation. So I'm just going to jump to the last two questions. You're a busy man.
Okay.
I bet you probably have 1,000 things to get to. But I did wanted to ask you, what would you say to people who trusted your recommendation concerning this? And the second question would be, why should anyone trust your judgment going forward? Because even me, I'm sitting here like, DJ Coach is fucking talking in circles and I'm not getting the answers to the questions. So for the viewer at home, why should they trust your judgment on anything going forward?
Okay. So let me ask you this as well. From the beginning, have you ever trusted my judgment?
From the beginning.
You as a person.
Yes.
You as a person.
Yes, but then when I looked in
terms of in terms of years, when did you lose that judgment? Yes, which year?
Which year? That judgment I lost you can say after I exposed that Fbkmarkets saga, so that would be
2022, 2023. I just need a year.
pre that would be around 2020 side, 2020, 2021.
Okay. Or 2020, 2021. Perfect. Now, your question is, why should people listen and believe what I say? Right? Now, my answer to that is, my job is not to convince people to listen to what I say. My job is to tell my story and narrative the way it is. At the end of the day, Ryder, at the end of the day, no matter what I do, not everyone will understand and love what I do, or say rather.
That's
so
right.
It's pointless sitting here trying to convince people to listen to my future recommendations or whatsoever. Because at the end of the day, those who want to listen will listen. Those who don't want to listen won't listen. So to answer you in simple terms, my man, people must believe what makes them sleep at night, because at the end of the day, it's a tiring activity to convince people who don't like you to believe in you. Because I came onto your platform, you have over 80,000 subscribers or whatsoever. It's a community of people who don't like people like me.
We never said we don't like you, DJ Coach. Even me. No, I'll be honest, my bro. Our engagement at FMA is now in Cape Town, right? That really made me like you more. No cap. I'll be honest. I'm an honest person. I will say it. But if
you're always looking, you listen. You know what my issue is with you guys as investigators or journalists or
don't say you guys. Speak about me. Speak about me, because I'm only responsible for me. But wait, Coach, before you do, I did wanted to say that even though I like you now more than I did before, that don't mean I can't disagree with you. That don't mean if I see anything that's uncertain, I can't come and or I shouldn't come and alert my community. In fact, you should now know Ryder likes me. Ryder's gonna check up on my shit every once in a while. So of course this nigga is gonna say something. And it's not, Coach, it's never out of hate, my brother. Like even that, like with my mother and stuff, where you swear at my mother continuously, even though I never swear at your mother, I've forgiven you for that, my bro, because you won't even know I'm shitting bricks here at home. Meanwhile, I'm dead angry at you. I'm carrying that weight probably up until I die, and I don't want to live like that. That's why I can truly say, my bro, Coach, I don't hate you. I honestly don't hate you. Like I said, I actually like you. But because I like you, every little small thing, even if you say you have 6 toes and you show you have 6 toes, I'm going to find a way to convince there's only 5 toes.
So now thank you for that. Thank you for that. So that's why I'm saying that the issue, or the biggest issue here with me having to convince people in your community, is that there is never any good that we ever do. Like, even if we do good, that good gets sidelined and you guys continue looking for the wrongs or an alleged wrong, of which it makes it pointless to engage in that community. Because
Facts.
If you say you are a central journalist of Forex, I believe that, unless if it's not your narrative, but I believe that even where you see coaches doing well, you must be able to come out and say coach is doing well. I'm going to give you an example, right, and a practical one. When I first came with Fbkmarkets, I said I created employment. And I said I created jobs, right? But nobody seemed to buy that in your community.
Oh, no. I criticized the fuck out of that.
Wait. But when I retrenched, you were the first person to announce that DJ Coach is retrenching. What am I retrenching? Because you didn't acknowledge that I hired in the first place. You know what I mean, though? So
Coach, I get you. 100%. Now, you know what, my bro? I'm going to take you up on that. You do good, I will start reporting on that. Now, honestly, I'm telling that to you now, but also you must understand, if I see something is a pure stunt, me, I'm coming. I'm just being honest.
It's within your rights, if you think about it, to report how you feel and how you see things. But my issue is the fact that when we ever do good, there are some cases where we've done good. You have seen it. But as soon as you see that shit, there is no loophole of bad here. You keep quiet and you hunt for the good,
for the bad.
So,
no,
I don't know. That's why maybe it's your brand. Maybe your brand is all about showing the bad things that we do. But as far as we are concerned, riders, we are humans, man. You know this. We all make mistakes. I believe that you have also made some mistakes.
Facts.
You say you are perfect.
Facts.
That's a different story. But to also have a journalist that only reports the horrible and never the good, it sort of makes it pointless to see that community as a loving community.
Okay. Now,
number two, with all your videos, there's always the IFX broker link there. You are tarnishing our reputation because you don't report the good. And then after that, you put in a link of another broker. I respect the hustle. I respect and I understand the hustle. You're putting bread on the table. But also, my man, as much as you are making money with the attention that you are getting, the division of the FX community, when we do good and you investigate and you find out that we do good, at least for
speak
once,
about it,
my man, just make a video and say, DJ Coach gave a person e-wallet and I saw the e-wallet with my own eyes.
let's start.
Be nice.
Let's start with.
We just look like evil people throughout the way.
Let's start with you sending me an e-wallet. Then I can obviously. I'll just hold it for 2 minutes and I'll send that back.
If I send you an e-wallet, your community of 80,000 people are gonna say he's trying to bribe you so you don't expose it.
They won't.
Bridal is tiring being famous. I don't wanna lie, my
DJ
brother.
Coach, they won't say that.
Nothing you ever do. That seems good.
DJ Coach, they won't say that. I will send you my number afterwards. You will send me the e-wallet and we will sort it out. Now, I wanted to ask you this. Seeing that you are coming, and I'm expecting that e-wallet, I'm serious. Seeing that you, no, because it's done here in front of everyone. But now I want to ask you this. Yes. Seeing that you're talking about good, when you come to FMAS, can we do a 24-hour live stream, me and you, and we donate that money that comes on that live stream? We donate it to charity. We will post the analytics of that live, everything, so that people can see how much money was generated and stuff like that. But can we use the little influence that I have and the lots of influence that you have to do a stream and donate that to charity?
I mean, I would genuinely love that, my brother. Because one thing I do know is when we are together, as we've met a couple of times, it's all love, I do know. So
it's all love, my bro. You see, even when you met me, you saw, nah, this bro don't hate me, man. And
your fans get angry that you are even greeting me with a smile. They're angry.
At the end of the day, they could see, man, I stood on business. They could see the questions that I was asking you was just related to the stuff that I have exposed you on. Now, before we go, DJ Coach, before I let you go, because, I don't want to hold you up, and I'm also excited for that e-wallet. Before you go, I wanted to ask you, not me, my community, they wanted to ask you, what happened there by RCG? Because the moment leadership announced Trade 245 partnership, I see, hey, DJ Coach is announcing RCG partnership. Am I sleeping behind the wheel? What is happening? How did I not see this?
Okay, I think the timing was just too odd and too perfect for my liking, because prior to that, right, leadership actually called. It's just that I missed his call, but on the last message, we were supposed to meet, right? So I don't know if he wanted to tell me that he is leaving before the announcement. I don't know if he wanted to tell me that he was leaving or what. However, before that, remember something. When we launched as Fbkmarkets in 2021, which FSP did we launch under? If you remember.
Wasn't it Sutundi Group?
No.
I'll need to go check. Because that you almost find in CIPC.
We launched as a JR of RCG.
Amen.
RCG wasn't operating as a broker when we launched. It was a company with an FSP. It wasn't operating as yet. But obviously that was the owner's plan. So we worked together for more than a year and a couple of months before leadership came on board, and they launched it as a broker and they started taking in clients. So before then, RCG was actually the one managing FBK. We were a JR there. You know what that means? It means that the brotherhood started 5 years ago. So when I go to announce my deal with RCG, if you are a new follower of the industry, you will think that it was done out of spiteness of what was happening between them and leadership. But if you were there in the history, you'd know that FBK wasn't going to even be in the space if it wasn't because of RCG.
Okay, now I understand that.
Yeah, so now to answer you, RCG and I have always been close, even when we changed to the ODP in 2023. Remember, the regulation clamped hard on ODP use. We had to move to a broker that has an ODP, which is our current FSP. So when we had to move, even that time, we still had relationship even on a personal capacity. Even when leadership was still there, we still had a relationship even when. So when the business opportunity comes, it has nothing to do with their fallouts with their partners. It's just that the timing was too odd. But to answer you, let us wait for the duration of the notice. It's ending on the 11th of May. Wait to see from the 12th as to what is the next version for Coach/FBK going forward. It will all come to light. It will all be clear. But I would also like to ask for a favor from you.
Okay, right? Let me hear it.
Small favor. I'm not bribing you. It's just a favor. You are my friend now. It's a favor. So when we move from the 12th going to the other side, for as long as we haven't met, I want you to reserve my topic up until we meet, because there's certain things that I need to tell and show you about the industry. You see what's happening right now with the Madlanga Commission. I feel like the same thing is happening in the industry. It's just that it's not. I don't know if I'm making sense.
It's happening.
I wanna tell you what's happening in the industry behind the scenes, and then you will decide what you wanna do with that information, because we get scrutinized, we get sweated every day by different people, but in the actual truth, the industry that we are fucking in is a mafia industry, my bro. You find out that actually, at some point you're not even safe. And those are the things that I want to share with you. And then if anything happens to me afterwards going forward, at least there will be one investigative journalist who will have an idea of what might actually happen. But I won't be telling you so that you can tell the public. I will be telling you, and you will decide in terms of the narrative of how you take it out there. Because I wouldn't advise you to just take it as raw as it is, because it's a mafia industry, my man. People think I'm powerful, but but it turns out that I'm just a small fish in the game. There are people with billions sitting behind the scenes, controlling the entire narrative of the industry. But reserve that for the interview, my man. Unless if they kill me before then, which I hope not. But.
Don't talk like that, my bro, coach. I just started liking you, and now you must die.
Sorry.
Don't talk like that, man. Don't talk like that. Listen, all I can say to that extent is, and I mean, maybe you have seen it, maybe your followers have seen it, but there was once or twice where a video would drop, and I'm not talking about the normal cats. Even amongst the normal cats, I found that some of them are linked very heavily. But when it comes to certain people's brands, especially, I made a video about one person, and a whole different person phoned me asking me if I want to continue. And yeah, your laugh tells me you are catching exactly.
I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
That's why I'm saying.
Yes.
With a part of the move that I did, it's not really safe, but I'm still on the safe side because I haven't said much.
You haven't said anything.
That's why I'm reserving everything.
DJ Coach hasn't said everything.
The notice is done.
Leave DJ Coach. Don't worry about DJ Coach. If you are watching, DJ Coach hasn't said anything. Okay? Thank you. DJ Coach.
Wait for that and then we'll discuss it.
My man, I appreciate you for answering this call. I'm very certain my audience appreciate it as well. I'm really looking forward
those ones
to
hate me, my man.
Man, they don't
hate me, but those ones say.
There's some of them that actually like you, man. There's some of them that have met you at events like FMAS and stuff like that. And that is one thing that I want you guys to also know. Don't stop being you simply because, I don't even need to say it to you because you don't give a fuck about who says what. You live your life. But you guys shouldn't care about who comes, and as long as you guys do things by the book in a legal fashion, I will have nothing to say. Like, if you look at the comment section in the live, you will literally see someone saying there, Shame, we love Coach, man. This industry, without you, I wouldn't say it would go to shit, obviously, to continue running, but the entertainment aspect of it would have been hurt and damaged entire. Do you know how we like those vlogs that you put up, my bro? Like, we like it, honestly. Even though there's stuff where it's like, nah, DJ Coach, he never shows the withdrawals. Look, he's making a deposit again, but we don't see a deposit. Despite all of that, my bro, we like you. And there's some people that I would even have the guts of saying, there's some people that you haven't even met them. You don't know they exist. They love you. So as long as you guys continue doing things in a legal fashion, like if you can remember when you made that notice about Rocket X, I had to start curbing the crassness that I address FBK with, because even though it's a JR, it's a legal move. And yes. That is why from that aspect, I couldn't attack you, and I didn't attack you. You are free to promote FBK. Why? Because even though it's a JR, it's, like I said, it's fully legal. So, Coach, keep that in mind, my bro. Even though we disagree about things, and I'm going to be vocal, you're going to be vocal, that's how it should be. Just understand, in this industry, we like you. There's not another character like you, and they will never. I was thinking actually about this the other day. If DJ Coach really had to start doing things right, he's one of the few individuals that could convince this whole industry to start doing things right. And I still stand by that and on that, because despite all of the bad things I might have said about you, I know for a fact your mother and father and your family, they didn't raise you to be a bad person.
Correct. No, thank you for that, my man. And without you as well, the industry wouldn't have professional detectives. So you have also paved the way, because I see a lot of wannabe riders on TikTok. You know, when I watch their videos and I come across them, people mention me, I'm like, Rider, they're trying to copy Rider. You have also paved the way for upcoming investigators, man, and keep on doing what you're doing. It's all about feeding our loved ones at the end of the day. And without you, there's no controversy. Without controversy, there's no PR. Without PR, there's no marketing. Without marketing, there's no clients. Without clients, there's no money. So we need to acknowledge the ecosystem. Without balance, there's no coach. Without rider, there's you understand what I mean? We all need each other.
We all need each other.
If we didn't need each other, I wouldn't be on the live trying to explain my side. So without that, on its own, there's no accountability. There's no, there's not a lot of things. So we indirectly need each other. However, the things that we need to address is the mafias that are hidden behind.
That FMAS interview. Interview.
My man, I have another meeting now at 12. Let me love and leave you guys. We'll chat very soon. And as soon as you are done with the live, I will also share it, because I believe my voice was heard. Thank you for allowing me as well to speak.
100%. Coach, thank you so much for answering this call. I'm still going to be live. I'm going to send you my number now, because I wanted e-wallet. That's the only way I can confirm that DJ Coach sends e-wallets. DJ Coach, thank you for joining. I will see you at FMAS, my brother.
All right. Thanks a lot. Cheers, my brother.
Keep well.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Yay. That was a mouthful. I believe the interview at FMAS is going to be interesting, because when it comes to the things that I couldn't have an opportunity to ask, it's obviously the whole licensing department here, which I see is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 questions in total that I didn't get an opportunity to ask. The control and authority, I also couldn't ask anything big there because of that agreement, but I've noted and I've ticked off everything that I asked. Wait, let me send 076. Let's confirm. Hey, you see me, I'm gonna feature on DJ Coach's next vlog. Yep, I will worm my way in there. Your audience will know about me. But guys, you guys must stick out by FMAS, ne? Don't let it be me there again, because the thing is this: you guys need to protect me. You guys need to form a human wall around me. So FMAS is obviously in Cape Town again this year. And I mean, I'm going to leave it to you guys to let me know. You see, this is the thing. I have nothing against the other charities. Ne? But here's no charities within the Forex space. Maybe I haven't looked too hard. I know IFX has a charity, IFX Cares. But here's no charities. And I mean, it's like a financial business. So, it's easy to swindle funds, and things like that. But for me, it's like, to which charity? I know, like that 24-hour stream idea, that came to me just like that. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to have equipment like crazy. I'm probably gonna stream from this phone. But in that 24-hour stream, my bro, I want to do a lot of things with DJ Coach. I want DJ Coach to come to my area, want to take him around. I want to introduce him to my father, not to scare him, just to vise him, like, This is where I come from, bro. And then, like I did with ADHD trader Kanye, when Kanye came to my house for the podcast, I took her around like the rich people area, which is like not that far from my house. It's like 2-3 streets away. But like the massive mountain, the mountain houses, right? Because there's a spot there called Whale Watch, where everyone goes to hang out on a Sunday afternoon. I would like to take DJ Coach to my favorite Gatsby spot. And look, for me, it's not about the cozy corners, the busy corners, the anisas. Look, they are good. I'm not gonna, although I haven't eaten them when I look online, but I would like to take Coach to a place that I eat from, a place that if I'm driving through and DJ Coach that is used to driving in his Ferrari and in his Bentley and in his Mercedes, in his, what is that, AMG? You're gonna be driving in my busted up Almera. It's gonna be clean. It's gonna be clean, but you're gonna drive in my busted up car, my bro. I'm not gonna hire a car to. And when I say busted up, I don't mean it's like a score. It's but it's also a score. So yeah. We're going to drive around in my car. And then I think for the evening part, if there's other traders that is still around Cape Town, I think I could maybe, I think I'm going to post I'm going to post to Instagram to be like, listen, sponsors, for a joint up somewhere, a house that's big enough that could like get all of them there, if I can say it like that. But something that's obviously more towards the city center, because that is where the FMAs will be at. FMAs will be at CTICC. So the traders that's going to be around is going to be at hotels around where the FMAS was held at. DJ Coach, when I had my last interview with him at that pool in the background, that hotel was literally across the road from CTICC. Literally. And when I drove up, I still told TJ, my bro, look here. So, what do you guys think about that? And I mean, I could also, and look, it's going to be a very strict process. Look, the traders, we know them already. I mean, what do you need to confirm this is Coach Andy coming? Or what do you need to confirm this is DJ Coach coming? You understand what I'm saying? But when it comes to you guys, the public, because I want you guys to also be a part of it, because as much as like I'm the voice for the people that got scammed and stuff, I want you guys to also be able to sit around the table with these guys and table genuine concerns, especially if, like, let's say I do the 24-hour stream now. I'm already going to do it with DJ Coach, right? But we have a whole lot of people from the community, obviously, and then the mentors. It won't be a versus, but more of gaining a level of understanding, my bro. I think that will be the best way to do that that live stream. What do you guys think? Tumelo, I'm going to leave that question up until I see him, because that question was also in my list of questions. But I wanted to say to, thank you so much for being here, man. I appreciate you. I wanted to get to the important questions first, man. And like, as you can see, I got to them, but not to not to the ones, right? Because obviously, like DJ Coach said, he can't speak about it. It's a month notice that FBK and the FSP Rocket X, they still have this working relationship. So that is gonna be a bomber. Phone call for Allah, you missed everything, my bro. DJ Coach was live with me for about an hour, you can say. Shout out to him. Coach, next time, if you're probably watching, or if there's anyone that's watching that is still in Coach's, like that's in his camp, that's around him, can you please tell him next time, he must get to the point, man. Because the stories that he's telling, like, it could be deflective, I don't know. It could be intentional to make us lose focus or something like that. But, sorry, some of these questions weren't answered and they were danced around. So, yeah. DJ Coach, my bro, no e-wallet, brother. I'm still seeing no e-wallet. We can't confirm if you're sending e-wallets, DJ Coach. I'm not seeing anything here. Not even so much as 100 rand. Not even so much as a 2 rand for a packet of knickknacks. I mean, if there's one person that has been really faithful to us during Cyril Ramaphosa's economy, during Trump's kak, it's that Rasta man, my bro. I mean, knickknacks deserve at this point to be 2 rand a packet. Oh, shit. Sometimes I crack myself up. Anyway, guys, I certainly appreciate y'all. Tumelo, my bro, Tumelo, tell me you're gonna come to FMAs, please. Please, my bro. You also have a interviewing background in Kobile and all of that. Kanala, man. You are one of the people that need to pull up to the 24-hour stream, bruh. Please tell me you're going to be at FMAS, because I want my 24-hour stream to happen. I want my 24-hour stream to happen directly after FMAS, because I know for a fact when FMAS is finished now, the broke traders, they fly home that evening. They don't even go to the after party, which I haven't been to, let me just be honest. And then you get like the semi-broke ones, you know. They leave the next morning. I'm in that category proudly. And then you have like the ones that have the money, that don't care. They in Cape Town. It's Cape Town. They came to summer. They didn't come to a province. They didn't come to a province. They didn't come to a little old city. They came to summer. They came to vacation. That is Cape Town. So, so with the 24-hour stream, I would like to do some stuff. Obviously, with DJ Coach, it's going to be me and DJ Coach. And then some of the traders that was now leaving, you know, first. And then thereafter, I would like to like lock down on a central place. And only the ones to Melo, when Shikar went to go fetch that post GT3 or S, I was like, Rydell, what the fuck are you doing? What the hell are you doing? I saw Shikar upload a video, but this is like way back now, of him taking his lighty to like Toys R Us. And like generally, you know, a kid don't look at prices, but you know, kids that come from it's always, how much is this? Can you afford this? All right, my daughter isn't like that yet, but currently, speaking about my daughter, currently I'm in a third year. I made a mistake. I spoke about the aquarium. my son and my daughter, they're very like watermen. Alles net oor water. If you bath them, it's a battle to get them out. If you are going swimming, it's a battle to get them. Be prepared to be embarrassed, especially by my son, because after a while, his sister would look at him like, bruh, why are you still crying? And they're like 4 and 2 years old, no? 4 and 3 years old rather. Sorry. So I made the mistake of saying, oh, Riley, Pa, can't wait to take you to the fishes. Look here, it's the seals. We're gonna see the seal. Pa's gonna see if Pa can make the time that we go around feeding time. Then you can see how the sharks eat. And so now obviously you get the, oh, Pa, is the shark gonna eat me? And then directly after that is, Pa, I want to go to the water. Pa, let's go to the water. So seeing that video of Shikar taking his child to like, I think it's a Toys R Us or something like that. My bro, that lighty don't care. That lighty just back into the basket. I'm busy questioning my existence here. Like, my bro Rydell, like, because I know when my children start reaching for stuff on the shelves, I immediately pick you up. I pick you up. I pick you up. The first thing I find, you guys see that 5 rand rides in shopping centers that does that movie thing, and the child is like, I find that thing. I find you don't need anything here. We came here for Kimbis. We came here for milk. We came here for wipes. And if a cool drink comes out, so be it. But we came here for that. Kom ons gaat uit. And then you get Tumelo. Then you see the ones with like the money. And then you just like, this like this first car is probably going to be an M4 competition, a competition edition. Huh? This like this first car is probably going to be a Nissan GTR. And yeah, I'm dreaming. I'm constantly telling my lighty, your Pa can't wait till you grow up so that we can build that Mark 1 for you. And then you get those ones that's like, money. But Shikar is also one of the people that I want to see, that I'm really interested in seeing at FMA, is because I have a problem with my trades, right? As soon as it goes into considerable amount of profits, I take it. No? But then later on I see the market still carried on in my direction, way past my TP. I don't even wait for my TP at some point. So me wanting to see Shikarna, because generally when you look at his Instagram, you would see like profits, but then when you match up the profits to his lifestyle, it's like, now I can understand a 100,000 rand profit roll every second or third day. I can understand a usual 30, 40, 50K. You understand? So I think knowledge-wise, he will be able to like kind of give me good advice concerning things like that. Keeping trades open, waiting for TP, even though it may seem the market is like at this point maybe slightly going against you. There's Michael that I also, MDS, that he's in Cape Town a bit. He also, sorry, would probably like to join the 24-hour stream. That I would also like to ask, questions about things like that. And then there's also risk management that I would also, I'd need to get this there, because I must have stumbled upon CRT, man. You confound. Then I paid Siabonga, and let me just say, there's a whole lot of your mentors in the very same signal group that I am receiving updates and signals from Siabonga, right? So I paid the 300, get in there, because now obviously, even though I have knowledge about CRT, this bra has more extensive knowledge about CRT. You understand? And there's like modifications and stuff, and it's just going like insane there, ne? But now at some points, guys, one of my biggest problems is that the CRT confirms. Price gives you that entry, ne? And then I go and over leverage. If you go to my TikTok, you will see my most latest TikTok, ne? I took a CRT sell on US 30. When the market opened Monday, US 30 fell through the flippin' floor. But what did Rydell do? Rydell went to go and over leverage. I was in my trades in the TikTok. You see my trades, my active trades running. Because that time that I made the TikTok, that is when some stuff is happening around MSG as well, which is a strategy by Deerwald. So I come there, CRT confirmation. MSG is giving me a sell. This is confluence right here, baby. I took those sells and I over leveraged. And somewhere in my mind, right, I'm starting to the conditioning is starting to wear off. You understand? Because I'm slowly learning, bruh, take that 1,000 rand. Bruh, take that little 500 there. Right? Concerning most now TP and stuff like, because sometimes the TP would be, you know, but I need to get it down, my bro, because probably in the next 2-3 months, I'm gonna need a hectic chunk of money. Because you guys wanna know, mother's house fire, my sister's children, need to sort them out and stuff. And it seems like no one else is like, oh, Rydell, we can help. You understand? So FMA is going to be a perfect opportunity for me to not only go at this event or to this event like Rydell, the scam exposure, but more like Rydell, the trader, to get from traders what I need, or the people that I consider traders to get what I need from them. You understand? And then obviously we keep the energy, the same energy with the rest, you know? So it's not about like picking, but it's also like, I almost said preference when preference is picking. But you guys get what I'm saying. It's just basically going to the ones that I consider a good trade. And look, I want to get it all on camera, so I'm going to need to be kitted this year. I haven't spoken to IFX yet, but I'm going to have to speak to the CEO very soon if I would like to get like a room there, or like ask them if they can like sponsor me a room. And like I said, the reason for that is there's many traders that I won't be able to do the 24-hour stream with. But during FMS, because FMS is a whole day thing, right? Then during the event, we can maybe slip away for an hour or two and do what I and DJ Coach just did. You understand what I'm saying? So, guys, I'm really looking forward to that 24-hour stream. I don't know how things are going to turn out, but I pray to God that things will turn out for the best. As you guys know, when I'm out there in the world, I'm always at risk, you know? So, that is why I said that those from the public, from the community that would like to pull through, some vetting is going to happen there, so that should anything go wrong with anyone, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that would like to attack those that I would like to pull through for the stream as well. And keep in mind, it's not oh, you my friend now. It's we want answers. We want the answers live. We've been making videos for so long about you guys, and you guys always say we don't give you a platform to like show yourself and to speak about things that's bothering you or to clarify issues. Well, that will be the perfect time. That will be the perfect time. And also with community members being there. Right? This is what I always say. Going as a united front, if you see there's a weak link in the group that's maybe sucking up too much, someone from the community, my bro, I think what you wanted to ask there, XYZ. You understand what I'm saying? Keeping things straight to the point. So, yeah, guys, it was an awesome live. I appreciate y'all. Who would you guys, quickly before I go, who would you guys like to see on the next live call that I can call on the next live? Who would you guys like to see? Just let me know. Just let me know. Just let me know. I hope Blake from you guys' side now, I hope that the fighter that you guys are sponsoring, because I wanted to, like, how do I say now? Like, the industry, man, I want to embrace it in its entirety. I know, look, if there's one fighter that I know a broker won't give up, my bro, it's Faiz Jacobs. It's Faiz Jacobs, and currently Faiz Jacobs is sponsored. I see on his pants, he's sponsored by Fbkmarkets. And I'm telling you, bro, if you can sponsor that, bruh, like, I wouldn't say like your brand's gonna skyrocket and stuff like that, but your brand will be taken a little bit more serious, because that man, yo, the last fight I saw by Faiz Jacobs now, in the press conference now, the guy was like all up in Faiz's face and whatnot. Now, obviously, bravado and braggadocio and all of that, right? But Faiz like pretty calmly told her, and I'm like, yo, did this one just stick out like a Cape Colored? And Faiz was like, my bro, I promise you, I'm gonna sort you, I promise you. And then the fight came. Oh, Faiz ran through that man, my bro. I'm not gonna sit there and say that man didn't land shots, but Faiz ran through that man, my bro. I would really, if it gets to that, I would really like to see brokers sponsoring more fights, my bro. Because not fights, but like fighters and stuff like that to fight in like the EFC. I know the UFC is maybe like a little bit out there, but still, you guys get what I'm saying. I'm gonna post on my Instagram. If you're following me on Instagram, let me know who I need to have next on my live, whose number I need to get, who I can phone. I know I have Shikar's number, and I know if I phone Shikar, he will answer. But I don't want it to be for nothing, man. I don't want it to be for nothing. Road to Futures, you missed it, my bro. We had DJ Coach live, bruh. You missed it, Road to Futures. What happened to Bonang? Envy. With Bonang, Envy. You not envy to your morning. You not that guy, no? Or you? Yes, Road to Futures. Watch the review. Watch the review of the, and be honest, my bro. Be honest. I just want to say envy to ETH. ETH, isn't that what they call the fuel that you put into a sports car to like make it go fast or something like that? Ethanol, isn't that the ETH? Is that you, my bro? Yo. But to answer you, while I'm waiting for an answer, what happened to Bonang was I had a call with Chris, right, encapsulating everything with like Chris and the 2G's involvement and everything, because I mean, we also just can't look past Bonang that brandished a contract. We can't, unfortunately, I'm sorry, we can't, right? We can't overlook the fact that he is confidently speaking about being recruited for trading, for traders that live streams their trading. You understand what I'm trying to say? You understand what I'm trying to say? Envy, my bro, still, I'm not disappointed. You are a duidelijke person, my bro. And the fact that you are here, that already lets me know, okay, you are a man of the truth. You like truth and you don't like kak. So, with that call between me and Chris, right, I recorded it, everything. But when I came back, the audio was fucked, number one. Number two, the visual was also fucked. So, what happened with OBS Studio that day, I don't a fuck know, my bro. But, I don't know, man. I don't know if I should pick that. What do you guys say? Should I pick it back up? Because I mean, the last time we left that situation, we were gonna phone Bonang live. We were gonna phone the pastor live as well. So what do you guys say? And I mean, like after that, Chris also came with more victims like of Bonang, you know. But I would still like to know about that, like that contract number, right? So, I mean, what do you guys think about it? Let me know, because obviously there's a huge question mark hanging next to Bonang's content, right? But like I said, the last time we left off, we were going to phone Bonang and the pastor live, but we are going to phone the pastor live first to get to the pastor's side of the story, but also to ask the pastor, listen, you are a pastor, but you are sending people after Bonang to hurt him. Like, you know, so and I think, you know, now I think that is sometimes, look guys, if you're a victim, cool. If you've been wronged, cool. But if you have a hand in things as well, you need to acknowledge that, my bro, whether you're my bra or not. And guys, I'll be honest, no, and I know there's a lot of people who's gonna get like maybe feel offended by this or something like that, no. But still, I will say it, my bro. I don't have friends in this industry. The closest thing that I can call a friend is Ishikar, and that was also based on what he did for the YouTube channel, right? And the reason why I say I don't have friends in this industry, right, is people like to say I'm friends with Trunique, right? The last time I spent time with Tunique, he was in Cape Town, and then we went to Stellenbosch to go and have dinner with Jack Perro, right? And what let me know, because obviously in the moment, I'm like, you're M850 in die ghetto, kwa, uitstikkers in my ding. I'll be honest, right? Because there's a lot of lighties in the street, man. And I go on with my car with them. So seeing an M850 would be like, what the fuck for them? Anyway, I picked up my kids from Chris that day and I told him, listen, I'm on my way home. Meet me at Strandspoor. Get him in the Strandspoor parking. I'm like, my bro, I can't leave my lady and my children. Give my lady the keys and so tell and I drive home. Follow me to my house. And then we move from there. The man just came into the outside of the gate driveway. That was the furthest that he came to. And I'm still checking, is the house clean? Is it? And luckily my lady was like, luckily I cleaned the house earlier. That man didn't come in. Obviously, it was there. I left with him, you know. And at night, you must now recall things that, like, you know. And then I realized also that, Rydell, you can't want friendships where there isn't supposed to be. The furthest, when it comes to like people that has been in my house, Kanye, ADHD trader, and Stacy Pigmentation. But you guys know Stacy was here because I put out a vlog where they came to my house and I bribed for them. That was still Xness brand deal days. And then Kanye must now came for a podcast episode. But I can't call people friends in this industry, my bro. Simply because of that. If I had to ask people now, no, like, I know in the beginning, Stacy was crazy when I used to upload maybe a picture of my daughter. Last time we communicated, and I'm talking about like easy a year, 2 years ago now. We did. And look, I'm not saying like, oh, you need to keep up your friendships with me because who the fuck am I? Who am I? But when it comes to friends in this industry, bro, I don't have them. So if you're going to come on my 24-hour stream, just keep in mind, I'm going to keep it neutral as fuck. If you have things to be happy about, I'll even pray for you. That's how happy I am for you. But if there's questions to be asked, please understand that I'm going to ask it. Doesn't matter how crass the question comes out. Doesn't matter in what type of spotlight that question puts you. Because if there wasn't any relative reason, that question wouldn't have been asked in the first place. Sorry. Guys, it's been 1 hour and 45 minutes. I sincerely appreciate having this moment with you guys. It was surreal having DJ Coach here on a call with me. But as you guys have heard on that call, FMAS, that is most definitely where we're going to see each other. That is where we will have another interview. And look, knowing me, I'm already going to start scripting questions. My bro. So, DJ Coach, FMAS, and then keep an eye out for the content that I am releasing this week, because a lot of people have inboxed me and I need to get to those matters as well. Guys, thank you so much for joining. I sincerely appreciate your presence. Sincerely appreciate having you guys here. I will most definitely come back and give you guys an update. Also, DJ Coach, once again, you have failed yourself, my brother. It is 12:30. We just got off a call with you, my bro, and I don't see no e-wallet. So we can't confirm the e-wallet. We can't confirm that you give e-wallets. So you let yourself down this time. Guys, thank you so much for joining. I sincerely appreciate it. As always, shout out to IFX. As you guys know, that's always going to be the home. And like, I make it a point, my bro, like on TikTok, to actually show you I'm taking my trades on my IFX. Do an interview with Mad Charts. I will never ever do an interview with him. I won't. I will never ever do an interview. Faith, and you can show this to him. The reason why is obviously there's money there. And when I did a video about him, it was based on a Moonstone article. And you guys know for a fact, Moonstone is the company that you're going to work through to get your FSP done, right? So Moonstone reported on this man. The FSCA also released a warning about him in his real name, Mario Nell, in his real name. And then do you know what he did, Faith? He sent me legal letters. And then after a while, I got a page from a cop. I don't know if that's a scare tactic or something, but it's a notice to let me know that I am appearing that very same year in a court in fucking Pretoria. Meanwhile, nothing of that was sent to my email inbox. So with him, and trust me, my bro, DJ Coach has sworn at my deceased mother, and I've forgiven him for that. But Mad Shorts is someone that I'll never forgive. Just for that, just based on that. And you must understand, Faith, the reason why it's like that is because I used to go live back in the day, and I used to get mad tips from people. Raulia would send the 1,000 Rand. Chris would send the 1,000 Rand. Now he also sent a big tip, right? But at that time, I wasn't speaking about you, Mos. We weren't questioning the disingenuous things that you are catching up to. We didn't know about the FSCA that has an investigation running concerning you. You understand? And but the moment I spoke about the man, boom, legal action. So, and look, it wasn't even lies, because why didn't you get Moonstone to take off their article? Why didn't you get the FSCA to renege on their press release about you? So that is how I know. You just trying to push me in a corner to get me to shut up because you most definitely don't have the cruin for your lawyers to go against. You can't dry moonstone. You can't, how can I say? You can't make moonstone run out of money through legal processes. Let me say it like that. You will get stopped in your tracks, kakgo. Now, me, my bro Faith, that man ruined his chances with me forever. And media-wise, the future, my bro. I'm not gonna mention it now, but media-wise, my position will just be getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it will not be based off the scam exposing shit. Because there is other stuff in the pipeline for me. And when it gets there, I still won't interview him. His chances with me is shot. Klaar. Klaar geloop soos 'n paar grasie swole. You have to be colored to understand that. Klaar geloop soos 'n paar grasie swole. So, him, never. Anyone else that you maybe want me to do, Faith? I can do anyone else for you. As you heard earlier, DJ Coach swore at my deceased mother. I sat on a phone call with him while having you guys listen in for an hour now. Like, I don't have any ill will towards anyone, my bro. I don't have a bad... Ricardo, Sunos, anytime, Faith. Faith, listen to me, anytime. If Sunos is at FMAS, I would actually go to him and invite him to let him know, listen, my room is there, podcast episode, what do you say? So, I can most definitely do Ricardo Sunos for you, my bro. But mad charts, nah. And look, the Ricardo Sunos podcast interview will actually be one of the easiest ones that I'm going to have to do because he shares my mentality when it comes to not taking people for a ride. So, Ricardo, definitely. Any Cape Town traders you guys want me to? Like, there's a lot of Cape Town traders. Nah, guys. Nah, Cape Town traders. I'm maybe gonna have to do some collaborations with you and stuff. But nah, Cape Town traders, man. There's one lady that I'm seeing in Cape Town that is having a stellar come up. I saw him last at the IFX banquet, right? And I sincerely hope this lady don't allow himself to be pulled in by other negative like influences, man, because I can see the brands are already rushing to that lady. And I can't remember his name now, man. But if I say his term is always Snake Park. Faith, Mr. Zulu is also someone that I would like to interview or have a podcast with. But we have exposed this Snake Park guy. I can't get to his name, and he hangs out with Tumelo. I can't get to his name now, man. We exposed him for cropping pictures and putting it next to DJ Coach, man. I forgot. His face is right in front of me. And that night at the IFX banquet, I was like, Snake Park, oh, you also here, my bro. I just can't get to his name now, but that lady is also up and coming, really good. Knows a thing or two about how to do marketing, but not invasive marketing, not marketing that like takes you by the face. So from Cape Town, that is someone that like in maybe 2-3 years from now, that man is gonna, he's gonna. Let me just see if I Google, not Google, if I get to TikTok and do Snake Park there. Tumelo, what's his name, man? He hangs out with you. He's a very young lady. What's his real name? I know we've exposed him before, man. He always posts stories from Snake Park. You hanged out with him recently, my bro? Or not recently, but when I get to him, or if you say his name, I just can't get to his name. But if you had to say his name, I would be able to tell you yes or no. Yeah, what's that light? He's still very young. Inyoka, there's it. Inyoka. You guys remember Inyoka? I just found him now. This lighty. He's also up and coming. Otherwise, it's not showing now, man. Him. He's also up and coming, and I must say, Trinity, there's it. Trinity and Ndlovu, there's it. You got it, Tumelo. So, and look, tell him I gave him his props, my bro, because I used to go down his throat a lot for photoshopping pictures of him next to DJ Coach, photoshopping pictures of him, then he's by the Eiffel Tower in Paris, and I'm like, nigga, you can see the resolution of the picture, the background, and the resolution of the picture of you is not the same. And then the crop out work is also done really, really bad. So, seeing him growing up like this, not like, because obviously not like grown yet, but like I said, he's a very young lady and he's very promising. I just hope that he holds his head. I hope that he holds his head and that he doesn't sell out, because the moment, and I mean, when I look at the numbers that he is pulling, right? And I said this to myself earlier, like, your brands are gonna gun for this lady. Brands are gonna gun for this lady. So, yeah, that bruh, keep an eye out for him, because I feel like in the future he might bring some promising results to the forefront. Yeah, that is for Cape Town, I guess. But Faith, to answer you, Mr. Zula, I will definitely try and get an interview podcast with him in the future. And then Ricardo, if Ricardo is at FMAS, I will ask him if I can have a podcast with him up in the hotel room, or we can have maybe a flight interview, like on the floor, on the FMAS floor, depending on, because like some of these guys are really busy, maybe though. Like, they don't have the time to stand around with me to create content, if I can say it like that. So I will try my best to get content with all of your favorite guys, whether I've exposed them or not. I think at this point it's very clear to see that I don't hate you guys. I just question what you guys do at times and the image that you guys are portraying at times. Yeah, I was gonna say bye 15 minutes ago. And yeah, IFX must give him a nice deal of support, and he will grow. That is true. That is true. You know what I would need to mail him. Just pass this message on to him now. What he needs to do now, he needs to track his analytics. He needs to create a content creation program whereby he uploads meaningful and valuable content, or content that the community deems meaningful and valuable. And for a 30 to 60-day period, if he's looking the long-term game, if he's looking at the long-term game, and this is like with any broker, right? I would advise him numbers-wise, because check, we're talking advertising now, right? I would advise him to track the analytics of his content for 90 days, 3 months. And that will then give the broker an idea of how many accounts can be reached within 3 months, in which regions his content is relevant in, the age group of the people, like all of that analytics. Obviously, I didn't go through that because what I want to say, like, I don't want to say like, oh, my work speaks for myself. But when I started getting like brand deals, it's like the wheels were already in motion for me, you understand? Like I've already like prepared. If I can say it like this, analytics wise, I didn't get my IFX deal based off like analytics and stuff. So if he has that work ethic, right, it's really important for any and every single company on earth. The employee must have a work ethic. So if he has a great work ethic and he can follow his analytics that he's posting over a 90-day period, right? And he mustn't take past content. He must do this on future content because his past, he didn't have a content creation plan, right? So then he takes that analytics, right? And he makes a list for himself of all of the brokers that's regulated and all of the brokers that he feels, or all of the brokers that, my thing is, if I don't trade with you, I won't promote you. Because why must I promote something that I deem lesser than as for me, but it must be okay for you? You understand what I'm saying? So you can then make a list of all of the brokers that's regulated, FSCA regulated, that he has worked with, and then he reaches out to their development team, right? Because that is obviously in development, and then take it from there. If your analytics is good enough, or let me rather say it like this, the deal that you will be able to broker for yourself will be, because I know a whole lot of these forex companies that work like that, and sometimes they even request you to send analytics of your current campaigns with your current brokers so that they can see like your turnover, in the sense of how many people actually signs up through your link and stuff like that. But like I said, you do sometimes get those unicorn deals. Fortunately for me, because that's a lot of work, Tomelo, that's a lot of work. Fortunately for me, I didn't get my IFX deal like that. I sat across the table from the owner, and I mean, I was grilled, not in a way, but the questions that I was asked, I can realize that now this isn't a surface level type of conversation that is happening here. So it was in person, but yeah, no, Tumelo, not FBK. You mustn't go to FBK. FBK currently has a fight with his previous babysitter. So yeah, not FBK. Not FBK, Tumelo. Not FBK. Thank you, Coach, once again for coming on and accepting that phone call. Tumelo, I appreciate you, bruh. You have no idea. Thank you for always being in the comment section. Faith, Kutuane, Envy, Road to Futures, Yo Cash, Handle, Tabang Motsoko, Fonkel Verhalen, Blake, Isam, who else did I miss out? Seto went back to work. Shout out to Seto, Whitey Fiend, J Jody, Folisani Salima, Just Dre, The Listening Library, Lord Euro USD, Link Savvy, Uncapped Traders, Chepo Philip, Cinematic Content Tabo M10, GTG Big Bag. The names are endless. Thank you to all of y'all for joining. I sincerely appreciate y'all. On to the next live. Kevin! Can't wait, my bro. Can't wait. As a service provider to the FMAS, I will kind of do research to see how I can include you into the content, man, based on like what you do and the services that you provide. Because although, and this is something that I've realized, like at FMAS in Cape Town, although it doesn't seem like it, You are very important, bruh. I've noticed that. You are very important, bruh. So, I will do my research, basically, um, and I will get like a questionnaire for you, um, so that we can have you on the. I mean, the people must also see who I know, my bro. They must also see who I know. Fonkelverhalen, shout out to you, my bro. I know it's very far out, my bro, but in time, maybe not 26, FMS 27, my bro. We must make a plan to get you there. We must get you and your motzi there. We must make a plan, my bro. We must make a plan. But kyk julle, I appreciate y'all. It's been real. It's always been real with you guys. DJ Coach, once again, shout out for that call, my bro. Isham, can't wait, my brother. Can't wait. Let me say it like this, guys. When you walk up to me and you shake my hand and all of that, just say who you are, because that will generally give me like, oh, so you that, bruh. My bro, some people think I'm dumb, or because I've seen this in public, where some of my supporters walk up to me, and then I'm like, yo, bro, how you doing? Photo, okay, nice, fine. And then the bro say, okay, I'm actually this and that. This is my username, and I'm like, oh yeah. And then you would think that bra is the one that is the more well-known person or the famous person, I would say, in that equation, my bro. I love meeting my followers just as much as you guys love to meet me, my bro. And to those of you that have met me before, I'm very certain that you guys, some would maybe be like, who was Dibran Su? But for me, my bro, if you support me, because this is the lane that I have chosen to make content in. I mean, anyone can like prank content. Anyone can like reporting daily news content, my bro. Like News Daddy, Dylan, the Dylan page. Anyone can do that type of stuff. But getting support in an arena where you are questioning the motives of rich people, my bro, getting followers, because people normally get sucked up by rich men, man. So just getting that support, like for me, it's like, yo, I met a like-minded person. Nee, gevaarlijk. So when it comes to FMAs, guys, as you are excited to see me, I'm excited to see you. Full lane, no lies, no cap at all. And also this year, for the community that come, there will be a camera for you guys where you can also speak into, to kind of almost, what does the community say, about me and the work that I've put in this. And it won't be edited, in a sense of, if you have anything criticizing to say about me, even if you swear at me, it won't be cut out. It won't be cut out. So I'm planning a lot for FMAS this year, and I sincerely hope that I can see you guys there. Shout out to IFX, because IFX already sent me an email asking me, listen, what is your sizes for the new hoodies? And I mean, we know IFX always has the drippiest merch, my bro. I still haven't. Hello, governor. It depends where you are in CPT. It depends where you are in CPT. So yeah, I can't wait. I still have my red and my navy blue and my white kiki. That white hoodie. No, I protect that thing with my life, my bro. I can't wait for winter to pull up so I can yak my IFX hoodies again. On that note, guys, thank you so much for supporting me. I sincerely appreciate you all. This is farewell number 510. And this is the final one. I appreciate all of you guys. It's been a solid 2 hours. I'll see you guys in my next live stream or in my next video. In an hour or two, I will record and edit a new video for you guys. So keep an eye out for that. Blessing. I will see you. Cheers, guys.